9 cooling mattresses, 1 hot sleeper, 1 question: which actually work? Most cooling features are marketing: cold to the touch for minutes, then hot by 2 a.m. The gimmicks that failed, then the 5 that held up all night, counted down. Starting at number 5, a foam mattress that found a way to let the heat escape. In the 5th place, Amerisleep AS3 offers a rare middle ground for foam lovers who run hot at night. Classic memory foam is notorious for trapping warmth, but the AS3's open-cell BioPur foam changes the equation. Instead of dense, closed-off cells that hold onto body heat, this mattress uses a structure filled with tiny air pockets, allowing heat to escape deeper into the mattress. Underneath, the Hive 5-zone support system varies firmness by body region, and its channels are designed to move air horizontally as well as vertically, pulling warmth away from pressure points like shoulders and hips. In controlled overnight tests, the AS3 scored a perfect 10 out of 10 for cooling in its tested configuration, with temperature checks from bedtime through wake-up showing minimal heat buildup, even after 3 hours, when many foams start to feel swampy. This makes it the go-to for sleepers who want that classic foam hug without the sweaty aftermath. The value proposition is also strong. The tested hybrid version matches or beats the cooling of pricier models, but buyers should verify they're getting the same build and foundation that earned those results. While it can't match the mechanical openness of coil-heavy designs, for pure foam comfort with real overnight cooling, the AS3 stands out. Number 4. Purple Restore Plus takes a different approach to cooling by replacing the traditional foam comfort layer with a 3-inch GelFlex grid. This hyper-elastic polymer grid forms open vertical columns across the sleep surface, creating real air channels that let heat escape directly beneath the sleeper. Instead of relying on gels or metallic additives that can lose effectiveness after the first hour, the grid's lattice structure avoids trapping warmth in the same way a solid foam slab does. The result is a mattress that feels both buoyant and responsive, especially for combination sleepers who move frequently and tend to run warm. During controlled testing, the supplied protocol recorded a baseline of 81.7 degrees Fahrenheit, a peak of 91.7 degrees Fahrenheit after heat buildup, and a post-cycle reading of 84.7 degrees Fahrenheit. These numbers are tied to the specific model, cover, and firmness tested, so buyers should verify the exact configuration. The open architecture of the grid gives Restore Plus a measurable edge in sustained temperature control, especially through the critical 3rd hour when many foams start to saturate with body heat. However, the distinctive feel of the grid, springy and less enveloping than foam, means it won't suit everyone. For those who value airflow and active temperature regulation over a classic foam hug, Restore Plus stands out as a rare example of structural cooling that can keep up with warm sleepers all night. Number 3. Casper Snow takes the layered approach to cooling, building its defense against heat from the very surface down to the core. The mattress starts with a cool-to-the-touch cover that delivers an immediate chill when you first lie down, giving that sought-after first contact sensation. Beneath the surface, Casper uses phase change material in the comfort layer, engineered to absorb and store body heat during the initial phase of sleep, right when most hot sleepers notice a temperature spike. But the real difference lies in the system of heat-delete bands, graphite-infused strips designed to draw warmth laterally toward the mattress edges rather than letting it pool beneath the sleeper. This is supported by airflow-enhanced foam and perforated zones that help move air through the mattress, aiming to maintain a more neutral temperature as the night progresses. In controlled lab conditions, Casper's own VarioWell summary reported an average surface temperature advantage of about 1.47 degrees Fahrenheit compared with standard foam. However, it's important to separate that surface result from what's happening deeper inside the mattress. Like all foam-based systems, Casper Snow's cooling capacity relies on the finite heat-absorbing ability of its materials. Once the phase change layer is saturated, the cooling effect tapers off, and what matters most is the mattress's ability to keep air moving through the core. For those who prefer the contour and pressure relief of foam, but want a more deliberate, coordinated cooling system, Casper Snow stands out as the strongest foam-style option in this lineup. Shoppers should always confirm the exact model, cover, and band configuration, as small changes can affect real-world performance. The layered design offers a smarter response to overnight heat than single-feature gel beds, but it still faces the same limits as any passive mattress, making airflow and construction the deciding factors for lasting comfort. Number 2. Saatva Classic relies on pure physics rather than high-tech additives or flashy cooling claims. Its dual coil or coil-on-coil architecture creates a natural ventilation network that stands out among tested mattresses. The comfort layer uses micro coils stacked above a firmer support coil base, leaving open air spaces throughout the mattress core. This design isn't about a cold jolt when you first lie down. Instead, it's about consistent passive airflow that quietly moves warmth away as the night goes on. The breathable organic cotton surface adds to comfort and helps manage moisture, but it doesn't have to do all the work. The real cooling comes from the inside out as heat rising from the body finds a path through the coil layers and escapes, rather than pooling under the sleeper. In overnight tests, the Saatva Classic consistently maintained a lower surface temperature compared to dense foam or gel-based beds, with minimal heat buildup even after several hours. This sustained regulation is what separates it from mattresses that only feel cool for the first hour. The tested configuration scored a perfect 10 out of 10 for cooling in NapLab's protocol, but the result depends on the specific height and firmness, so it's important to check the exact build before buying. The buoyant, springy feel is a hallmark of innerspring hybrids, offering more lift than contouring. That makes it a strong choice for those who want reliable, all-night ventilation and don't need the deep hug of memory foam. There's no gimmick cover doing all the heavy lifting, just a construction that lets heat escape hour after hour. And finally, in first place, Helix Midnight Luxe with GlacioTex stands out as the only finalist engineered to solve both sides of the heat problem, surface shock, and deep night buildup in a single system. The GlacioTex phase change cover is the first line of defense, delivering a cold-on-contact sensation that's immediately noticeable the moment you lie down. This isn't just marketing gloss. Phase change materials like GlacioTex can buffer 1 to 3 degrees Celsius of temperature swing, absorbing body heat during the first hour when most sleepers feel the biggest spike. But the real test comes later in the night, well past the surface coolness that so many so-called cooling mattresses lose after the gel or PCM saturates. Beneath the surface, the Midnight Luxe uses zoned hybrid coils arranged through its 14-inch body, creating open air channels that allow real airflow from edge to edge. This structure is critical for moving heat away from the core, especially around hour 3, when most foams and covers have already reached equilibrium and start holding on to warmth. The supplied ranking summary gives it a 9 out of 10 for cooling, with strong marks from independent labs, but those numbers only matter if the mattress passes the overnight checkpoints, specifically at 2 a.m. and at wake-up, when the core temperature tells the true story. In repeated overnight tests, The version equipped with GlacioTex maintained a lower surface and internal temperature than standard hybrids, confirming that both the immediate cooling and sustained airflow are working together. It's essential to verify the exact configuration, as Helix sells versions with and without the GlacioTex cover, and only the full system delivers this level of performance. For sleepers who want both instant relief and all-night comfort, without the letdown of a mattress that warms up by morning, the Midnight Luxe with GlacioTex delivers the best overall balance. While no passive mattress can match the power of active cooling systems for extreme heat or night sweats, this hybrid is the closest you'll get to true, lasting temperature control from a single bed. Across all 5 finalists, one pattern stands out. Real overnight cooling comes from air flow and deep ventilation, not surface gimmicks or buzzwords. For hot sleepers, it's construction, not claims, that truly matters. Even the best passive mattresses have limits. Subscribe for more honest tests that cut through the marketing.